For a reward of 20 billion won, the people of South Korea went completely crazy. They even ignored the police and tried to kill the murderer inside the car. The killer targeted working women. He took their ID badges as trophies. But one day, he gave a woman too much of a drug, and she never woke up again. The police pulled her body from the river. The woman's father beat the killer until his head bled. The killer apologized on the outside, but inside, he cursed them all. He had committed several sexual assault crimes, but in the end, he only got 15 years in prison. In jail, he was even called a model prisoner. Because of this, they reduced his sentence by 2 years. He was set to be released in 3 days. Then, a mystery person offered a bounty of 20 billion won for the killer's head, using a roulette-style game. The police traced the IP address of the mystery person. It was overseas, and that country refused to help. So the police had to protect the killer themselves. When the officers saw him, their faces turned cold. They gave the killer a bulletproof vest and a white mask. But even with protection, angry citizens still tried to stab him with knives. The killer turned pale with fear. People threw eggs at the police car to vent their rage. When he heard he was worth 20 billion won, the killer laughed. The officers were furious. When the car reached his home, protesters had already surrounded it. The killer read from a speech he had prepared. Then, he knelt and apologized to the people he had hurt. Meanwhile, a woman packed pills for her mentally ill husband. She wrote labels with instructions for each day. She told him that if she did not return, he should call a social worker. This woman was the mother of the murdered girl. She planned to take revenge. She caught a pufferfish, drained its poison, and put the toxic blood into a bottle. Then she coated her arrows with the poison. She wanted to kill the murderer. The killer insisted on going to the supermarket. He caused a scene in front of reporters. The police had no choice but to let him go. No one noticed the woman in the nearby car. She was loading the poisoned arrows into her crossbow. She pretended to have diabetes to sneak inside the store. Then she pulled out the crossbow and fired. She missed the killer with the first 2 shots. Police rushed in and tackled her, but the third arrow hit a police officer who was shielding the killer. The officer fell down, foaming at the mouth, and lost consciousness. The police angrily questioned the woman. She said nothing. When they learned she was the mother of the victim and that her husband had gone insane, they went silent. Later, someone delivered a suitcase to her house. She had not killed the murderer, so why had she still received the mystery person's reward?